Bitcoin is right now breaking out. What should we expect? And what's the next move? Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And today, Bitcoin is right now breaking out. And we have been expecting this move for a pretty long time. So let's dive in to what will happen and what will we check for tonight. So this is an emergency video. This is not our usual time na nagla-live tayo pero ngayon papasadahan natin dahil may isa tayong massive move na nangyayari ngayon for the Bitcoin price. We could be also checking other coins such as Ethereum. Ano ba yung possible move for Ethereum? And let's also take a look at Cardano and DOT and Dogecoin and BNB. Sila yung mga naging top performing coin for this day. So let's dive in first to the Bitcoin short term. So if you can see my screen, guys, if you can see the stream, just comment down below if nakikita nyo, guys. So for the Bitcoin short-term price, we have we have had a symmetric triangle at the 4-hour time frame. So let's move at the 4-hour time frame. So if you can see, nagkaroon tayo ng symmetric triangle and we are right now breaking out as of this moment from this triangle. And then nagkaroon din tayo ng rising channel na makikita sa hourly chart. Pero mag-focus muna tayo dito sa ating 4-hour chart. So as you can see sa 4-hour chart, nagkaroon tayo ng bullish divergence sa ating RSI. So a bullish divergence is a trend reversal sa ating price action. So we could see a pump to the upside. And right now, we are seeing that move dahil nga itong bullish divergence nag-form. And as you can see, nagkaroon din tayo ng cross dito sa MACD. That's why nagkaroon tayo ng movement pataas for here for the Bitcoin price. So yun yung napapansin natin for the So can everyone see this stream again? So let's go back here sa ating movement. So as you can see, nagkaroon tayo ng ating bullish divergence. That's why nagkaroon tayo ng pump to the upside. And let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame is actually indicating a move that we are now bullish since above the EMA ribbon na tayo. Pero take note guys, hindi pa tayo 100% bullish kasi if titingnan mo itong si EMA ribbon, si EMA ribbon is currently bearish pa din. It needs to go up yung yellow line na to, nakikita nyo guys. Kailangan siyang umakyat muna sa taas above the red line para masabi nating bullish na tayo for the 4-hour time frame. And as of now, we are not yet seeing that. So we have to have siguro around tomorrow morning para malaman natin or ma-confirm natin na tayo ay bullish move na tayo dito kay Bitcoin in the 4-hour time frame. Pero if you are going to look at it in the 1-hour time frame, we are indeed very bullish na for the 4-hour time frame. And kung papansinin mo, oversold na nga siya kung tutuusin eh. Kasi overbought na siya kung tutuusin. Dahil sobrang layo na natin sa EMA ribbon. And let's try to compare the 4-hour time frame dito sa ating chart. So let's look at the 1-hour time frame. So kung titingnan mo sa 1-hour time frame, nag-form na tayo ng bearish divergence dito sa ating chart. So let's draw that. So makita mo, declining RSI with an increasing price is a trend reversal to the downside, indicating na babagsak ang price natin for the short term. And it can be a move like this. siguro pwede siyang bumalik dito sa channel natin. Pero yeah, expect that move for the next time. So yeah, I'll be expecting to bearish price action muna for the short term. So take that into consideration. Nonetheless, we are flipping bullish pa rin dito kay Bitcoin kasi nga sa EMA ribbon natin, very bullish na tayo. So ano pa ba yung kailangan natin i-take note? So ano ba yung price target na aabangan natin? So the next one is the price target, guys. So in order to know the price target, we are actually getting the target by getting the height of this triangle. So the height of the triangle is from the support to the resistance area. And then nilagay natin siya sa point of breakout. So giving us a $47,000 Bitcoin price sa following days or following hours. Pero I believe magkakaroon pa to ng volatility at around this area dahil nga overbought na tayo dito and it needs to refresh din kahit papano. Kailangan bumagsak muna si RSI or at least kahit papano makabawi man lang siya or makapagpahinga and get some momentum to get a pump to the upside. So, tingnan natin to. So, right now, pwede tayo mag-expect ng gantong move or pwede maging ganito ang move natin at anytime soon. So, are there any key levels to watch out for? Yep, we have, and that's the 41.5k US dollars. 41.5k is actually a very strong resistance kasi kung you are going back in time, the 41.5k resistance is also the resistance nung nakuha natin noong January. So that's why I'm expecting a big resistance at this area when we hit the 41.5k. So same goes dito, nagkaroon tayo ng floor price na dito sa area na to. Ang pinakaiba, ang floor price nito sa kabila is dito sa around 30k area. So others are saying na this is a head and shoulders kasi nga meron daw tayong shoulders and then head and then shoulders. Pero I personally don't think this is a head and shoulder kasi I think this is too big to be considered as a head. So I don't think that's a head and shoulder action. So clear lang natin siya bago tayo bumalik ulit sa short term. So yeah, let's go back to the short term. So that's the Bitcoin price. So right now we are seeing that bearish movement and it could be still negated pa rin kasi nga nagkakaroon na tayo ng buying pressure dito sa volume natin. Pero that's for the hourly time frame. Pero look at the 4-hour time frame. Hindi pa masyado buo ang ating volume kasi papansinin mo siya dito. Masyadong mahina yung volume natin during this breakout. Pansinin nyo siya, guys. Ito, very small ang volume niya. Unlike dito, nung nagkaroon tayo ng movement, mataas-taas yung volume natin dito at this area. So if we want to expect any type of movement, kailangan natin ng volume, which is we are not getting right now. So it can possibly break anytime soon. Pwedeng mag-stop yung ating bull run movement for the symmetric triangle dahil nga wala masyadong volume at meron din tayong bearish divergence kay RSI. So ayan nga, may bearish divergence. So we have two bearish signals and a multiple bullish signal. Ngayon, intindihan ba natin kung anong scenario na ba yung nangyayari ngayon? So last time we mentioned na we are following three scenarios. So the three scenarios are actually the V-shaped recovery, the reaccumulation phase, and the midterm bear market. So let's try to look at this in the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, buksan natin siya, logarithmic chart. And then tingnan natin yung 21-week EMA and the 20 moving average. That is our bull market support band. And as you can see, maganda ang movement natin ngayon dito sa 21 week, dito sa ating chart, sa weekly chart, kasi nga possible pa din na mag-play yung V-shape recovery. And still, if magkaroon tayo ng rejection dito at this area, pwede siyang mag-start ng pwede mag-start ang ating reaccumulation phase. So, reaccumulation phase can something be like this. Mare-reject sa ating bull market support band. Or, we can still have this midterm bear market. So, yeah, nickname lang guys natin yung midterm bear market kasi may narinig ako na there's no such thing as midterm bear market. Yeah, wala talaga. So, kaya lang natin siya ginagamit kasi it's a nickname lang naman para sa atin dito sa price action and para mabigyan natin siya ng isang idea kung ano ba yung possible movement natin. Kasi kung titingnan mo si logarithmic growth curve, technically, we are still in a bull market. Pero, ang definition kasi ng bear market sa weekly time frame is if nasa baba tayo ng bull market support band, this is already a bear market technically. Pero yan, para hindi tayo masyado mag-panic, tinatawag natin siya na midterm bear market para hindi masyado mag-panic yung mga ibang nanonood dito. Kasi that's still possible. Kung titingnan mo yung 2013 data natin, buksan natin si 2013, then let's look at the logarithmic. So kung titingnan mo si 2013 data, we actually had that very long phase na naging actually reaccumulation siya and kung titingnan mo we went below the 21-week EMA indicating na bearish na tayo dyan. So that's why I also believe na parang nire-replicate ni 2021 cycle itong 2013 cycle dahil nga dito sa nagkaroon tayo ng local top. Local top, ibig sabihin ng local top parang yun yung first top natin but that doesn't signify market cycle top. This on the other hand, ito yung market cycle top. Itong isa na sa taas. So we have a local top and market cycle top and we can actually or we might possibly see that play. Ang pinakaiba lang following the law of diminishing return and lengthening cycle, sabi nga ni Benjamin Cohen, possible na magkaroon tayo ng isang slow move na local top and then a longer movement, a lengthening cycle dito para makuha natin yung market cycle top. So, we can classify this similar to the 2014-2013 market cycle. Pero pinakaiba, possible na mas mahaba siya kasi nga may law of diminishing return tayo and the lengthening cycles. So yeah, that's our price action for Bitcoin. So sa ngayon, ang aabangan natin na price movement dito kay Bitcoin is this movement. 41.5K is our first price to watch out for. So abangan nyo yun guys anytime soon. Pag na-hit natin yun, possible na magkaroon tayo ng strong rejection at this area. Nonetheless, ang pinakang target natin for this triangle is the 47,000 US dollars. So that's Bitcoin as of this moment. And yeah, let's try to take a look at the logarithmic growth curve. Pansinin nyo guys, si Bitcoin is nagkaroon ng strong bounce dito sa Fibonacci deviation na to, the 38 Fibonacci deviation. And we can actually see a movement around this area and still get a rejection at this middle deviation. This middle deviation is, itong middle deviation pati itong 0.618, gitna na yan, yan yung Fibonacci golden pocket area. So that's a key level to watch out for. Pero right now, we are getting this bounce from the Fibonacci 382 deviation area. So let's take a look at that anytime soon and we might get that reversal na ating inaabangan and that resistance na ina-expect din. And yeah, so abangan nyo na lang guys yung price action for the following days. Should I buy Bitcoin now? If I were you, I would wait for another re-entry kasi nangyari na yung breakout and also overbought na tayo for the early time frame. So if for the short term ka, I would wait for a dip again. Pero kung long term ka naman, any price action between 33 to 41 is already a good buying area for the long term kasi hindi ka naman magte-trade dyan na hindi ka naman magte-trade within this area kung for the long term ka naman eh. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's also now take a look at other coins such as Ethereum. So kay Ethereum, kung titingnan natin siya, ilinisin na natin siya. So ito yung mga ibang chart natin dati kay Ethereum na na-follow natin almost everything hanggang sa nalaman din natin kung kailan yung possible trend reversal niya or yung top niya. Ay, nakuha natin yung top niya dito dati. Gulat ako dito sa Binance app. Pero yeah, nakuha natin yung top natin dito. Hindi naman nakuha, nalaman natin nagkakaroon tayo ng trend reversal kasi nagkaroon tayo ng bearish divergence sa hourly and double top indicating a trend reversal. Pero right now, this is another big move that is forming for Ethereum. Look at this, guys. So kay Ethereum, nagpo-form tayo ng ascending triangle. So this is the triangle. Meron tayong resistance dyan and then this triangle na ipi-play out pa natin in the following days. And we could expect this siguro until this weekend or June 10 to be exact. We could still get rejected at this level and then maritas natin yung support before heading into another move. And in fact, we are now getting rejected at that area. So this triangle is playing out as how it should be. And then let's try to get the next target. So we get the target by getting the support, the resistance, and then up to the support. And then lagyan natin siya sa possible point of breakout. And this would give us a 3.8 thousand US dollar Ethereum in the not so distant future. So expect this if ever we break this. So this is a move provided na maging healthy pa din ang movement the Bitcoin. So as long as Bitcoin is healthy and it's not crashing down in an all-time low for this anytime for this term, expect a good movement for Ethereum and this action to play out. So ano pa ba yung maganda tingnan dito kay Ethereum other than this ascending triangle? Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. And tingnan natin yung kanyang bull market support band. So ayusin natin siya. So the bull market support band is 21 EMA and 20 moving average. And this is a good sign for Ethereum kasi kung titingnan mo, nagkaroon tayo ng big bounce dito sa ating bull market support band, indicating that Ethereum is very healthy as of this moment. And tingnan nyo guys, halos nabawi niya na yung kanyang loss mula noong Bitcoin crash. So this is a very healthy movement for Ethereum. So if I were you, dapat meron ka na isang position at least dito kay Ethereum. And meron din isa pa indicator na nagpapakita na malakas si Ethereum ngayon. And it is the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance. So right now, the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance has broken out of this almost 3 years na pattern, this broadening wedge. And then once na breakout natin siya, nagkaroon tayo ng Ethereum tsunami na finalo noong April up to March, up to May. So that was the Ethereum tsunami na inabangan natin noon. And can Ethereum still go up? Yes, it could. Kasi Kung titingnan mo, meron pa tayong resistance at this level and isa pang resistance at a higher level. So right now, we are still at this area and we could still have a move to the upside in here and then up to a higher movement. So expect that kind of movement for Ethereum. So now that's Ethereum and siguro for the short term, I would wait for this breakout na mangyari anytime soon. This is possible. So take the time to follow this trend line and plot it on your own chart para maabangan nyo yung breakout niya. And then ano pa ba yung iba nating i-check? Other than that, na malakas ngayon, si Cardano. So let's take a look at Cardano. So just like Ethereum, nagpo-form din tayo ng isang ascending triangle. So itong ascending triangle actually is nag-breakout na kanina. So ito. So right now, this ascending triangle is breaking out of this movement. And we could expect a price action. So the target price for this movement is around $2.45, which is the previous all-time high. So let's expect a movement up to that area anytime soon. So our next action is actually the previous all-time high. So and just like Ethereum, healthy din si Cardano ngayon. And let's look at the weekly time frame, guys. So let's look at the bull market support band and then logarithmic growth curve, logarithmic chart. Makikita mo na nagkaroon din tayo ng strong bounce dito kay Cardano at this area. That's why I believe this is still very healthy for Cardano. And more than half na ang na-recover natin kay Cardano mula ng Bitcoin crash. So expect a strong movement to for Cardano. And pinost ko actually ito sa Facebook group natin yung sinasabi ko na by now you should have at least an Ethereum and Cardano kasi ito yung mga coins na nagpe-perform good against Bitcoin as well as nasa top 10 coins sila. So they are the top coins that you should be following. So ano pa ba yung titingnan natin ngayon? It's actually the Cardano to Bitcoin dominance. Look at this chart, guys, the Cardano to Bitcoin dominance. We are actually breaking out from this Fibonacci resistance level. And if we break that area, we could see a massive Cardano pump. And this could take us at this level. So we could see a 95% move from our current price action. So if 95% and 185, so let's get the possible movement. So 1.85 times 1.95. So we could expect a 3.6 Cardano in the following days dito. Hindi naman following days, siguro following weeks if ever na healthy pa rin ang movement ni Bitcoin. Pero we can still go up kasi kung titingnan mo itong Fibonacci retracement na to, malaki pa ang possible growth ni Cardano. You could see a 600% move and 685 from the 1.85 price is actually 7.85. We could see a maximum. So ito maximum to, guys, kasi ito yung nakuha ni Fibonacci. $14 na Cardano. So kung titingnan natin yung binigay ko na poll. Kaya kung sinama itong $14 sa poll natin sa what is your Cardano price prediction, $14 is actually derived from this Fibonacci retracement. So if you bought Cardano at a lower level, let's say around this area, you could actually get a massive pump of 1,800 if nasulit nyo yun, yung dipping areas na yun, or nung time na maraming nagloloko kay Cardano na stablecoin daw siya. Actually, dito yung time na stablecoin, so mas lower pa pala yung area na to. Around at the lower area pa siya. But yeah, that's Cardano for the Bitcoin dominance. And pero realistically speaking ako, ang pinakang target ko is around $5 lang muna for Cardano, and then let's take each let's take each price action one step at a time for each milestone dito kay Cardano price movement, kasi let's be honest, $14 is very high for Cardano, and that's not very realistic for me. The realistic price target for me is around $5, and $5 is not it's not very far kung tutuusin, kasi this is already a logarithmic chart. And kung ipa-plot mo si $5 sa logarithmic chart, this is a sustained move up to this area lang naman siya. So, $5 is not very far kung tuusin. That's why I believe na $5 is the most possible movement. And yeah, may mga iba pa ba tayong kailangan consider dito kay Cardano? We do have this one in the weekly time frame. So, we might get a possible Cardano dump anytime soon. Kasi tingnan nyo to guys, nagkaroon tayo ng increasing price action and then a declining RSI. And this is a bearish divergence, guys. This is a bearish signal. So this is actually a dangerous area na for Cardano, and we might still get a higher movement anytime soon. Pwede niya ba i-complete itong RSI movement na to? Pero this is already very risky na for Cardano if you want to enter into any Cardano trade. So trade at your own risk pa din guys, and remember na this is already overbought for Cardano. So let's take a look at the comment section first, and tingnan nyo natin yung mga sinasabi ng mga viewers natin dito. May nakita akong Matic PNB. So sige, let's take a look at BNB first kasi nakaready na yung BNB ko dito. So si BNB, ang key levels na kailangan natin i-watch out for dito kay BNB is actually this Fibonacci resistance. So meron tayong Fibonacci resistance at the $400 area. So that's why nung nag-reject tayo, nagkaroon tayo ng bounce dito sa $400 kasi that's a strong support area. So ano pa ba yung next na kailangan natin tingnan? It is the $450 area. So this is the $450 area. So yeah, yun yung mga kailangan nyo i-expect na price for BNB in the following days. Matic naman daw. Sige. Matic. So let's take a look at Matic naman. Hindi daw masyado nagalaw si Matic. Well, may reason kasi kung bakit siya hindi nagalaw. Tingnan natin kung bakit. So let's look at the weekly time frame, and then logarithmic chart, and then the bull market support band. If titingnan nyo to guys na maigi, we are way overbought na for Matic. So if I were you, I'd start taking profits na at this area. Definitely not financial advice, pero look at this. The RSI is already overbought. It is already high, and then bull market support band. Hindi, hindi pa siya nare-retest kasi hindi pa siya nagta-touch guys. So, mahalaga na mag-touch si bull market support band muna dito. Kasi kung hindi, if hindi siya nag-touch, we could actually see a similar movement just like nung nangyari kay Bitcoin. Tinan mo, kay Bitcoin matagal siya hindi nag-touch. Hence, nagkaroon tayo ng malaking crash after having this sustained move sa taas. So right now, we are possibly seeing that sustained move at this area. So this is a very dangerous area na for Matic. Pero yeah, I believe Matic will still pump pa siya. Kasi first of all, nasa gitna pa tayo ng bull market ni Bitcoin. And this can still go up pa din guys. Ang problem nga lang, overbought na siya ngayon sa current term na to. So take, be very cautious at this area na. Kasi delikado na yung price action niya. Pero if you want to get a target price action for Matic, ang target natin dito is 2.5 which is the previous all-time high. Pero I believe na kailangan niya magpahinga muna dito. And it's not a bad thing kung nagpahinga siya. Remember, a reaccumulation phase is a good thing for the coin kasi the more na we take, the more na nagpapahinga ang coin, the more na tumataas ang ating market cycle top. So, it's better na magpahinga muna si Matic, get some momentum before we head into an uptrend. So yeah, hindi ako nagsasabi guys na hindi maganda si Matic. Sinasabi ko lang na delikado na siya ngayon dahil indicators are saying na overbought na siya for RSI and malaya na tayo sa bull market support band. Ang natitirang bullish indicator na lang dito is itong MACD. Si MACD is saying na bullish pa din tayo kasi hindi pa tayo nagka-cross pero delikado na siya. LTC daw. Sige, let's look at LTC. LTC is also one of the top 10 coins na I think that's 12 na siya ngayon. Affect siya katulad ng mga hype ni Elon Musk for SNL. Nagkaroon tayo ng strong buy the rumor dito sa area na to. So, this was actually a buy the rumor and then no SNL sell the news. So, yeah. Siya doon driven by hype si Dogecoin. So, trade at your own risk pa din for Dogecoin. If ever mag-dip si Matic, ano yung possible price? Sige, I think that's a very good question kasi nagkaroon nga tayo ng bearish divergence kay Matic. So kung nag-dip si Matic, ito yung mga key levels na kailangan nyo i-watch out. So first is 1.5, 1.5, 0.7, $1, 1.2. So ito yung mga kailangan nyo i-watch out for Matic. 1.5, 1.2, $1, 0.7 cents, and 45 cents for Matic. Kasi very overbought na si Matic for the weekly time frame. So sabi doon na wala daw kay Litecoin. Sige, balikan natin kay Litecoin. Si Litecoin bumagsak tayo below the bull market support band And I can see a strong potential for Litecoin kasi nag-form na, na-play out na natin yung bearish divergence indicating na tapos na yung bearish move for Litecoin and it's time to get a movement around this bull market support band kasi Bitcoin is about to make its move. And remember, pag nandito si Bitcoin, we could see a good move for altcoins. And that would indicate na magkakaroon tayo ng big move for Litecoin at this area. So that's a 111% back to the all-time high. So balikan natin si Bitcoin. Ano ba nangyayari ngayon sa short term? So yeah, the bearish divergence is actually playing out right now. So ayan si increasing price and declining RSI indicating na magkakaroon tayo ng short-term trend reversal. So I would expect a movement up to this area. Dito magbo-bounce at the bottom part of the rising channel. Siguro around here. Possible na gumanyan siya. Or pwede siyang masupport ng ating moving average. So let's try to look at the 20 and 50 moving average. So very overbought na tayo for the 20 moving average. So kailangan mo natin bumalik sa 20 moving average in order to sustain that bull run. So yeah, I think everything is all good for Bitcoin right now. So ang ating target pa din is still the 41K target as of this moment. 47K pa din yung pinakang target of this triangle. So let's try to look at Ethereum naman din. So we are getting rejected from this upper resistance ng triangle. So yeah, just like what we have mentioned, this can still possibly play out nagpaganyan or pwede rin to the downside. So it's still but more likely kasi this is an ascending triangle. It's more likely to break up rather than to the downside. So yeah, expect a possible move for Ethereum. Hanggang June 10 itong pattern na to. So yeah, abangan-abang nyo lang siguro yung pattern na yun, guys. Paano mo malalaman, sir, pag overbought na siya? You would just look at the RSI. If above 70 tayo kay RSI, that's overbought. And this is the RSI sa baba. You could actually search this indicator by searching RSI, Relative Strength Index, and then makikita mo siya sa baba. So, pag overbought, ibig sabihin nun, above the 70 area tayo. And oversold, pag below the 30 area. 30 index, above the 70 index ang overbought, oversold to. So, ano ba yung mga signs ng trend reversal following the relative strength index? Ang pwede doon is yung mga divergence such as this bearish divergence. Ibig sabihin ng bearish divergence is tumataas yung price pero nagde-decline yung RSI. That would indicate na babagsak ang price action. Pero if the RSI is increasing, so increasing RSI, tapos bumabagsak yung price, that would indicate another trend reversal na tataas yung price. So, nangyari nga ba siya? Look at this. So, nagkaroon tayo ng bearish divergence, increasing price, and then we had that downside movement. And then ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng bullish divergence, and we could expect an upward movement ulit. So that's how you read the RSI And other people, ang ginagamit din nila yung RSI pag, let's say, below the 30, that's a good buy for the short term. If, let's say, at the 1 hour time frame, if below 30, this is where you should buy. And then pag nasa taas na 70, that's where you would sell. Kung ginamit mo siya dito kay triangle na to, makikita mo na it's actually a good way of buying and selling. Dito ka nag-buy at around this area or at around this area din. So makita mo na lowest point siya. And then nag-sell ka at this top. Nag-sell ka dito sa area na to, which is around that. And that's not a bad move. Kasi either way, you are still in profit. If not, pwede ka din, may second chance ka pa din, which is yung bumagsak siya dito sa RSI na to. And that is around this level. So you could also expect din naman na kung memorize nyo na yung movement ng bullish divergence or bearish divergence. Usually kasi, yung first movement ng RSI, yun yung second lowest point. And then yung second move ng RSI, which is ito, yun yung magiging lowest point. So tinan nyo to guys. Yung lowest point ng RSI, that was the first drop. The first drop. And then the second drop, yung second RSI na lowest point, yun na yung naging second drop na mas lowest. So, ang pwede mo din gawin is wait for the second drop ng RSI para malaman mo na dun na yung bullish divergence. So, that's a good technique na pwede mong ipag-practicean. Personally, ginagawa ko din siya minsan kung gusto ko mag-re-entry ng trade or let's say nagkaroon ng drop. So, nung nag-crash siya dito, 'di ba? Nung Bitcoin crash, pati Ethereum crash. Nag-expect pa ako na bababa pa siya dahil isang drop pa lang siya kay RSI. So, kailangan niya ng second drop na mas mataas. And that would indicate na magkakaroon tayo ng trend reversal and that would be the lowest point. So, ayun, pansinin nyo siya guys. So, first drop, sobrang deep ng RSI. And then the higher RSI with the lowest price action, that's the last point for trend reversal. So, yun yung usual na indicator na sinusundan for the short term. Pero right now, so for our time frame, meron tayong ascending triangle. What do you think will be the effect of the Miami Crypto Conference? I think yung Miami Crypto Conference could actually do, yung hindi pa siya nangyayari ngayon So, it could be a buy the rumor and then sell the news. Pero that will only happen for the short term kasi remember, yung mga long-term movement, hindi masyado affected si Bitcoin doon sa mga news sa long term. Kung titingnan mo yung time na pinabagsak hindi naman pinabagsak, pero nagkaroon ng maraming negative news galing kay Elon Musk. Yung price action na yun was around, siguro this area lang siya. And that does not indicate the whole price action kasi before that, bearish na talaga tayo we have been bearish na for Bitcoin ever since dito. So, masyadong madumi na yung chart na yan. So, i-follow naman natin tong chart na to. Let's use this chart para mas malinis. So, kung titingnan mo to guys, nagkaroon kasi tayo dito ng rising wedge. So, this is the rising wedge. And then, a rising wedge is a bearish pattern. So, that would indicate na babagsak ang price. And that would say na ang target natin for the rising wedge is by getting this. And then, to the point of breakout, ang naging target natin is around this area, which we did cut. So that's why nung time na yung dito nangyari yung news ni Elon Musk around this area, yung mga Bitcoin dump niya. So before that na nangyari yun, bearish siya talaga si Bitcoin noon pa. And I believe we have been following that. Kung titingnan mo yung mga previous video, we have been following that rising wedge. Pati dito sa Facebook, matagal natin to inabangan. And we did play that one out. So sa ngayon, ang kailangan lang natin abangan talaga is itong triangle na to for the hourly or the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, nag-play out na yung bearish divergence. Siguro let's wait for what will happen. Expect siguro strong support at this area. Siguro itong area na to. Yeah, the $38,000 area. That's a strong support now for this price action. Siguro kung short-term kung short-term trader ka or scalper or swing trading, doon maganda tumingin ng news. Pero kung position ka naman, wala namang masyado effect yung news for the long term. So meron ka pa bang full tutorial technical analysis? Meron ako actually. You could check this one out. Let's try to look at that one. Meron akong playlist dito for for midterm for Crypto 101 na pwede mong gawing basis. So meron ako what is cryptocurrency, meron akong how to buy the dip video, meron din tayong how to trade crypto patterns. So crypto patterns yun yung mga price action na pwede natin gamitin, mga patterns para maging ready tayo for ano ba yung mga possible move. Meron din akong entry and exit strategy na pwede nyong gamitin for when to buy and when to sell. Especially if swing trader ka, maganda itong video na to. Meron akong Fibonacci retracement. So Fibonacci retracement is paggagamit ng Fibonacci retracement. Yun, yun actually yun. Fibonacci retracement. And then last one is the moving average, which you can also use. And moving average yung gamit na gamit ko talaga. So all of the indicators na ginagamit ko ay nandito sa Gabs Crypto 101. Nadagdagan ko pa siya soon ng bagong video which is the RSI since di pa natin siya nagagamit and si Bitcoin Logarithmic Growth Chart. Let's take a one last look before we siguro end the stream. So right now, this is Bitcoin and I expect a bearish move muna for the time being. And remember guys, pag papunta tayo ng 43, 47 or kung ano man yung target, there's no such thing as pump. Yung diretsong pump na pa ganyan, walang ganun guys. Ang nangyayari is nagkakaroon tayo ng pump dump, pump dump, pump dump, pump dump, ganun. So, expect a higher high and higher lows. Ganun usually ang mga movement ng mga ganito. Hindi naman kasi siya talagang pump talaga na ganun. Hindi ganun ang movement ng market. And the reason for that being is yung mga short-term trader may mga scalping din kasi nangyari within the intra-volatility between each time frame kasi dito tinan mo overbought na siya so babagsak siya and then pag bumagsak siya oversold na ulit pero if titingnan mo si 4-hour time frame bale wala lang siya normal lang yung action niya especially kay daily time frame kasi kay daily time frame kung titingnan mo na mabuti very oversold tayo kay daily time frame So, kaya hindi ako nagsasell na kahit anong position ko ngayon kasi I believe na aakit talaga tayo dahil dito sa bullish divergence kay daily time frame. 18 years old. Sana 18. What altcoin maganda entries sa pag-akit ngayon, sir? Abangan nyo to guys, itong Ethereum. So, ngayon pababa sa Ethereum. So, siguro mag-set ka na ng DCA strategy ngayon pa lang. So, hatiin mo siya sa tatlong level. Yung first buy order mo, i-buy mo na ngayon para may position ka na. Second is siguro sa dipping areas niya. And then, as I same with the third one. Kay Cardano, sa akin hindi pa maganda mag-buy kay Cardano kasi nag-breakout na siya. BNB, masyado din late. Litecoin, yeah, maganda bumili ng Litecoin din ngayon kasi below pa tayo ng bull market support band. Pero yeah, I think sa ngayon, Ethereum and Litecoin pa lang yung okay na abangan na price. You could actually wait for Cardano pero I doubt na babagsak siya muna. Siguro mga ilang days pa siya bago bumagsak kasi nga yung bearish divergence sa weekly time frame natin nakita. So, possible na around end of this month mangyari itong divergence na to. May ginagamit ka bang portfolio tracker, Sir Gab? Yup, Excel lang actually. Meron akong Excel tracker na ginagamit. Pwede nyo din siya gamitin kasi yung Excel tracker na ginagamit ko, nandito siya sa what is my entry and exit strategy. Dito sa comment section makikita mo, here's the sheet that I'm using in the video. So ito yung tracker na ginagamit ko na pwede nyong gawing basis din. So yeah, check that one out dito sa video. What is my entry and exit strategy? VChain, sige, kay VChain tayo. Let's look at VET. So shoutout din kay sa mga VET moderators. So I heard na they've been supporting our channel too and we please support them too guys. So mga VET holders dyan, if hindi ka pa, if na may hawak kang VET ngayon and of course Pinoy ka, go to VChain Enthusiast Philippines Facebook page. Join their group if you are a VChain holder. Andun yung mga kasabayan nyo sa VChain. Wow, take a look at this, guys. So we are actually seeing another good action for VET. So VET is also another good. So anyway, nawala dahil sa streaming ko. Nawala dahil sa OBS ko nagloko siya. Anyway, let's try to get back with the video. So let's try to look at VET for the short term. So right now for VET, we're actually seeing an ascending triangle for VET. So let's plot this ascending triangle. So this ascend so this is an ascending triangle. So this means we could also see a possible breakout for VET anytime soon. And that would take us at around zero point 0.2 cents of VET. So expect that price action for VET anytime soon. So yeah, That's bet for the short term, and then for the long term, tingnan nyo siya guys. Kasi si bet at the bull market support band. Above the bull market support band na tayo, so indicating na healthy si bet ngayon. So maganda ngayon maglagay ng money kay bet. Sige, dot naman, since may mga nag-request ng dot. So dot is another coin na I've been holding to, and I believe dot has been pumping very well for the past few days. So dot is also another good buy kasi we are way below the bull market support band. So this could indicate na once na-break natin to, you could see a pump for dot at this area. But let's try to look at the short term muna. So for the short term, mm, let's try to draw some Fibonacci for the short term. So for the short term, we could expect this vet move. So almost nag-align yung previous Fibonacci din natin sa current Fibonacci ni, ni dot. So this is the areas na kailangan nyo expect. So first is the $27 area. That's a strong support. $31 is the next target. And then the 618 na Fibonacci Golden Pocket area is around $36. So yeah, expect nyo yun guys. So one last look ulit for Bitcoin before we end this video. So yeah, matapos natin ma-play yung bearish divergence, this is actually the movement. But yeah, generally 41K, 41.5K is still the target. And then 47K is the target for this triangle. Are we in a bull or in a bear market? To answer that, let's look at the Bitcoin logarithmic chart. Mm. And the Bitcoin logarithmic chart ang nagsasabi kung asa na ba tayo sa part ng cycle. Look at this. Wala pa tayo sa market cycle top. So we are still in a bull market for Bitcoin. Possible sale dip pa ba ngayong weekend, sir? Yep, possible pa din. Possible pa din naman talaga mag-dip anytime soon. So anyway, let's siguro end this video for now in here. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow sa ating weekend na either tomorrow or Sunday. So we have the Super Cycle Weekend, which is a show na ginagawa natin, a live for asa na ba tayo. It's actually a live for a watch party kung asa na ba tayo sa current price action ng Bitcoin in the super cycle. So meaning, ano na ba yung area natin dito ngayon? We'll explain kung ano na ba yung possible scenario natin sa Bitcoin price tomorrow or sa Sunday. So stay tuned for that stream. I'll be posting that live at our Facebook group and sa YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Telegram. So, as usual, dun yung makikita yung mga sinasend kong signals. So, kung gusto nyo makita yung mga sinasend naming signals, especially yung mga ibang admin namin nag-share sila ng signal, especially sa mga altcoins, you can join our Discord group. Full link is in the